Hi, welcome back to No Cabin Fever today. With us today we have Lukas Gotter and Astrid. Lukas is behind Meetical and will tell you a little bit about remote meeting management with Confluence. So without further ado, I'd like to hand over to Astrid and Lukas.
Yes, hello. I hope you can all hear me. Welcome to my talk about remote meeting management with Confluence and Meetical. And yeah, thank you so much for incepting this virtual event series to our sponsors, Kreuzwerker, K15T and Scandio. And yeah, before I start, a little bit about me. I'm Lukas. I studied IT and management in beautiful Innsbruck and Berlin, and I consider myself to be a 360-degree software craftsman. So yeah, I touch everything in software development, especially web applications, with background engineering. But yeah, I'm also an Atlassian consultant, and last year I founded Meetical, a company which creates apps for the Atlassian marketplace. And this year I also joined Swarmit as an Atlassian consultant. So a lot of things to do and yeah, big fun. Today, let's have a look at the agenda. First of all, I want to highlight some special challenges for fully remote meetings in times of Corona. Second, I want to introduce you to our best practice on how you can prepare and document meetings effectively. I will introduce Astrid Sieben from APTIS. It's a success story on the go, and APTIS is one of the early adopters of Meetical, and I'm really happy that she joins us today and tells us a little bit about her experience with Meetical. And I will also continue with some demos to demonstrate you options which you have with Meetical in Confluence on server and also on the brand new Confluence Cloud app, which is still in beta. This was the opening slide at the Atlassian user group in London, which was in January. And I think if I think back, it's incredible how this Corona situation changed all this. Now I would have to say, hey, they are aware of 55 million meetings every day in the US, and I think it's nearly it has become nearly zero in terms of physical meetings at some point. And but on the other side, we see these kind of big winners during this crisis. To highlight something positive, that these digital providers of meeting solutions really exploded in terms of users. And yeah, here actually, yeah, and while these meetings can be really fun, Zoom meetings, they also come with their special challenges, and yeah, these all virtual challenges. First of all, I'm experiencing one myself. I don't really see you. I don't really know how good is the audio. So let me quickly try to switch back here to see if I can. I just continue. So this is a real challenge. But first point, I think, is that we have now less room for spontaneous and ad hoc organization with post-its in our meetings. And I think it's really important that we have a clear goal and an agenda for every meeting. It has become even more important. Virtual meetings are so easy to join and set up, but still the rules apply. Effective meetings are those which are with small groups. And I really invite everybody to use Confluence and other tools to include potentially interested parties without inviting them as participants to avoid spectators. And since we have no pre and post meeting, yes, try to use one-on-one video calls or phone calls before and after the meeting to build relationships and follow up on individual topics. And since now we also have the situation that things are less transparent, less knowledge is shared during coffee machine exchanges or lunch breaks we have together, or Feierabend beer. Yeah, it's consider doing something else. Maybe it's the perfect time to start your own Confluence blog. Or you can also share written results with meetings, of all the meetings beyond the participant list, and Confluence is really good for that. And this is my main point today. I think you can change a lot by creating a collaborative meeting page for every meeting and make that page available beyond the list of participants. Actively share it before and after the meetings with interested parties. And yeah, this is some sort of best practice on how to kind of turbocharge your meeting notes and the creation of Confluence. Now create a page, of course in the correct location. Space can already be a challenge, but include basic infos, daytime participants. Include a consistent page title, ideally matching the date and the event summary of the meeting. And yeah, add all participants, link the users, and copy emails from external participants. This point can be especially valuable to find out or to follow up later on. You or your colleagues with meeting participants. And last but not least, share the link to the page on the calendar invite yourself. And of course, this best practice, you can apply it manually. It works for a small amount of meeting, but we will soon see how we could automate all this. And yes, now it's the point to switch to Astrid. Let's try if that works. another challenge. Astrid, can you kick in here? And you also wanted to share something here. Do you have the option?
Yeah.
To
Oh, now I have the option to do so.
Yeah, so thanks Astrid for being here. And my question, can you maybe quickly explain how was the situation at APTIS? Which challenges did you have with meetings, and how could maybe Meetical help you in improving that situation?
Yes, of course. The problem was when we had meetings, a Confluence site has to be created manually. It was double work for us to fill in all information about attendees, time, agenda, and all information you needed for those meetings. But all informations are available in the calendar meeting already. Also, the connection between the meetings, the Confluence site, and the Jira issues were not given automatically. So we have to do several steps to connect all information for one meeting. These steps cost a lot of time for each meeting. I think you know it already. So we often did the documentation within the Jira issues, but not in Confluence, or the other way around. Also, the meeting sites were spread all over the Confluence spaces, and it was very difficult to find the right Confluence site for each meeting. What was the solution? As Lukas contacted us, we added Meetical to our Google Calendar, and now it is possible to create a Confluence page with all needed information from the calendar entry with one click during the meeting creation process. So it is much more easier and quicker to document the results of the meeting, also the preparation of the meeting in one step before, because we only have to follow the Confluence link, which is available within the meeting description. Also, the meeting notes are collected in one point in the Confluence pages, which we have chosen before. So that was a little bit theoretically, and now I will show you how it will looks like in the reality. So I hope you see my calendar entry.
Yes, I think that works.
Fine. I prepared a meeting already so that I have not to fulfill fill in all information now. If I click on the meeting, it is here now a meeting with Mohammed and APTIS and an APTIS demo meeting. It is scheduled. You see here I have added an agenda, also a Jira issue which belongs to the meeting as well to track the time. And it is also a Zoom meeting, as you can see. And now I click only on the button at a Confluence page. And I have to choose now the right Confluence site. And now I click only on create a page. So if I enter here now, check, and go back to the meeting, I can click on the link, and now you see the Confluence site which was created with Meetical. Yeah, I have all information I filled in before. And now it is ready to be worked on during the meeting, for example. That was it from my side.
Great. Hey,
really
thanks for
simple
sharing.
and really quick.
Yeah. Just a word. Could you also, do you think it improved the whole meeting process at APTIS, or would you recommend the solution?
Yes, of course. Also, we use it every day, or I use it especially every day, also for all meetings with customers, with partners, and it makes my life very easy now.
Okay, great. That's a nice statement. Amazing. So yeah, you already showed a lot. Let me share back my screen. I also wanted to demonstrate you, yeah, so thanks to APTIS, so, to demonstrate you here on my, this is a Confluence server instance. And once you install the app, the first thing you will notice, you get a new menu item called Meetings. And here I'm already logged in with my Google Calendar. And this is actually my Google Calendar showing me all meetings. And let's, for example, say for this meeting here, new app navigation, I can, first of all, I can open it here in my calendar to have a look at it also in the calendar. I could immediately create a page from here, but as also Astrid highlighted, is this option to integrate it directly with Google Calendar. And once you install the extension, the Meetical extension, you get this new menu item. And to show it to you again, it's really easy to just choose your space, choose a template. I'm using the default here and create a space, sorry, a page. And yeah, I can save this. I don't need to send invitations, but yeah, so the cool thing, Meetical also creates a link in the text itself, so all the participants, yeah, get access to this. And once I go back here, I have it also when I don't need to switch to the calendar back and forth. No, that is the whole idea. Now I can jump to the page directly from this location, from the calendar, wherever I am. Here I can jump back in the calendar. And as you see here for a client email, as to demonstrate it, just edit the emails, or it will also link the users. And one last thing I wanted to show you is once you start with recurring meetings, like this one, a weekly product owner exchange, it becomes even easier. With a single click here, I created a new page because this is already part of a meeting series. And as you see, this has a complete different template, which I created beforehand. And all the meetings in this series will use this template. When I go here to the overview page, I can construct and customize this, but basically I see an overview of the meeting series with all the meetings and all the open tasks in this series. And yeah, I'm looking at the time. If you have questions, start to write them in the Q&A section, and I will quickly switch over to something new, which we are working on here heavily, which is the cloud version of Meetical, which I think it's a really nice fit with Google Calendar and Office 365 and all the, and integrate them very well. And as you see, once you install it in your cloud instance, you get this new menu item, meetings, and again, you will see some sort of agenda of your current week or month. And here I'm logged in with a different user, and just to quickly show you, I didn't create anything with that user yet. That's why it will ask me, hey, which space do you want to use? Let's use the Italian space. I only have the default template here. I could also use a global template, just to mention that. And that's it. I created the page. And as you see, it added all the participants I've added, and it also created automatically a page. It was created under meeting notes, but I could freely choose which root page I want to create my meetings into. And yes, I think that's pretty much it. I'm really looking forward to your feedback, and yes, the cloud version is currently in beta, so you can join that beta for free. Just drop me an email or reach me at LinkedIn. A quick summary: keep virtual meetings small, prepare them well, and share results beyond the meeting participant. Of course, use Confluence and Meetical, try it out and gather input before the meetings for real-time note-taking and share with the participants and beyond. And obviously, stay home, stay safe, and make your remote meetings count. And yeah, at this point, thank you very, very much. And I hope you got something out of this lightning talk. And yeah, let me know now of any questions you have, and you can reach both me and Astrid for questions at, as indicated here via email or at the various web present.
Yeah, thank you very much, Lukas. So there's the Q&A box at the bottom of the screen. If there's any questions, just pop your question right in there, and then Lukas will be happy to answer that live. If not, we will wish you a very, very nice weekend with a lot of sun and great weather. And we'd love to see you back on Monday for a talk by Easy Agile about how to digitize your agile processes by Dan Stefanik. Yeah, thank you very much, Lukas and Astrid.
Yeah, thanks also.
Right, I could maybe, if somebody wants to, just to take a screenshot or something on how to reach out to us, I can just have this here. Yeah, I'm really happy to hear your feedback on this. I know that a lot of expert users here joined. So yeah, thanks again for being here, and yeah, see you around on the internet.
Take care, bye-bye.
Yeah, take care. Have a nice weekend.
Yeah, you too.